let's go and do it a little bit. Let's see who comes in. We'll kind of go with it and see what's going on. That over there. Kind of get settled in. And we'll see who comes on in. We had a great day. We've had 2 good lives, productive, quite a bit. We're doing good. Welcome on in, Ezekiel. Nice to see you. Come on in. You're the first one, the first like. I'm David Barton. I'm from Michigan, USA, and we are in the Philippines full time. Yeah, nice to see you, James. Welcome on in. We're awesome. And we're getting started on Night Live, okay? And, yep, we're going good. I was kind of watching a movie, so I didn't get done with that movie until about 5-10 minutes ago. So now I will get started on this. Yeah, we're doing great. We picked up some more subs today. We're somewhere in that 1,760 some range. So we're doing good, and let's keep getting going. Yes, yep, that's great. Thank you, Nay. That's awesome. Yeah, I do pretty good. I try to be presentable at least. My glasses want to be falling down today. I don't know what the deal is with that. Yes, thank you so much. Hey, yep, it's nice to see all the new people, some returning ones too. Sabello, nice to see you again. Yes, I'm doing great, okay? I just got done watching a movie, and now I'm kind of relaxing, and we're just going to do a live. We'll have a few stories, and we're going to be talking about, I really want to talk about a little bit about what kids see, okay? Kids see what's inside of us, okay? They can tell people that are good, and they can tell people that maybe are not bad, but they can just tell certain people that, like, they can't be approached, or they can sense something is wrong. And so, and that doesn't mean that that person's bad. It just means that some kids, they're going to see something in somebody and they won't go near them. I had a little bit of that when I got here from one kid, a couple kids, because they were so young. They were so young that my height intimidated them. But once you get close to them and you start doing little questions or little gestures, because when they're like a year old, you can't talk to them. They can say a few words, but they can't really carry on a conversation. So you do little hand gestures, and then the next thing you know, they reach out, see? And with bigger kids, of course, you can have a conversation. And today was very interesting because I've had a lot of different kids come up to me, and they can tell instantly that I'm going to be doing something good. And there's a few kids that try to take advantage and go, can you buy me something or can you give me money? I normally don't give them anything. The reason why is because if they treat me nice, then I will give money without being asked, okay? Or I'll take them to the bakery and buy something for them. But when you go, give me money, I said, nope, wrong approach. That's not the right approach. If you're going to do it, be nice to me. And then who knows, you might get treated, you might not. But at least you have a shot. Not much shot if you're going to just beg for money. That's not the way to do it. But yeah, they can sense bad energy. They're very good that way. Yes, I think birds can too. I know that when a storm is coming or if there's a predator that's coming and threatening them in some way, the birds will react in a certain way. They react, believe it or not, birds, if there's a tornado and it's way off, let's say it's way far away, the birds will know about it probably 20 minutes before it gets there. If all the birds disappear, you better hunker down somewhere because some bad storm is on the way. If the birds disappear, you know something bad is coming. They've even done that for volcanic eruptions. They found proof that the birds all left the area in the Roman in Italy when Mount Vesuvius blew up in 70 AD, they found evidence that the birds had flown a couple hundred miles away and were not killed by the eruption. They knew ahead of time that something was coming. So it's just it's funny how animals and different things can. Hey, hi there, Januel. Nice to see you. Hi, Mark. It's great. Lofies, I love that name. That's kind of cool. Yeah, so with the kids' energy type thing, I seen a few kids today, and they were awesome. And I just gave them a little bit of advice. One of them asked me where I live. And I said, I'm in Peru 16. And she says, I live in Peru 16. As it turns out, she lives one street over from us. And I said, it's okay. I'm here to try to help people. And, I've given some of the kids some advice. We haven't talked about what they're dreaming about because, when you're 13 or 14, sometimes you don't know exactly what you want to do with your life yet. But there's a couple of them that already come up to me and say they want to do this or they want to do that. And so I just encourage them. I say, hey, you're only 12 or 13. Don't pressure yourself. Get in line with that and go after it. And if that's something you really love, do it. But you can always change your mind. I changed my mind. I thought I was not going to work on golf courses. And by the time I got to 17, I decided I was going to work on golf courses. So you just don't know. Sometimes you'll change your mind. Yes, we're doing good. Yep, nice to see you from Minnesota. Interesting name. Hi there, Rose. Pratak. Oh, we got all kinds of new people in here. Some are new, but some are new. So I'm David Barton. I'm from Michigan, USA. But I have a Filipino wife, and we moved, retired in the Philippines. We're in northern Mindanao, and we're going to use this channel to help others, okay? And we will come up in the next few weeks. I'll try to figure out what I can do for having some direct donations. But our watch hours jumped today. They went up like 40. That's one of the highest jumps I've had, where it's gone from like 807 to 849 or something like that. So it went up like 42. So if we start jumping at 42, 50, 55, and it starts doing that, we're gonna get monetized quicker than we think. But we just have to keep it going, keep the lives going, and we'll do a few stories tonight. And thank you for the people that have already double tapped the screen and subscribed. Just get connected. Yeah, we're gonna be doing a great thing. Yeah, okay, you're in the southern part of Mindanao. I'm up by Iligan City. So if you know where Iligan City is, I'm not too far from that. And I like Iligan City. It's not too big, not too small, has a couple, 2 or 3 malls in it. We did get flooded in February, but I think the Robinson Mall has been fixed by now. The Gisano Mall was up on high enough ground where it was okay. And so, yeah, I love that stuff. We try to keep it positive. We talked about compassion this afternoon. And the main thing with that is if you take no action, you really don't have compassion. It's like if somebody needs a meal, and not so much in America, because sometimes homeless people will not accept the food you give them, but I'm trying to use an example. Let's say there's somebody that really needs a meal, and you say, oh, I'll pray for you. No, Jesus said right in the Bible, that's not the response you're supposed to have. You're supposed to find a way to go get them some food, even if it's not anything fancy. I had a friend of mine that there was a family really struggling. And this is years ago. This had to have been at least 15 years ago. And instead of taking them to giving them money, he decided to take them to the grocery store and buy groceries for them and pay for it and take them and give them to them. And they had a beater car, so they did get home. The reason why I did it that way is that he didn't just want to give them money because they might just go out and buy alcohol, cigarettes. This way, at least he bought the groceries. They took the groceries. Now, what they did with them after that is their choice. But, he had compassion to actually go do something. Even if it's something small, like I just helped somebody a very small amount yesterday. Just 40 or 50 pesos, but I helped them. They needed it. I gave it to them. Not a big amount, but it made them happy and it made them smile. So with compassion, it can come in little amounts or big amounts. In the Bible example was the Samaritan that helped the man alongside the road and actually helped him start healing back up. It's probably not going to be that drastic, but it could be somebody that needs a lift in their positivity and stuff, And so one of the workers today at 7-Eleven, I just felt in my spirit that she was having a down day. She probably didn't want to be at work. Maybe she's had to work 6 or 7 days in a row, and so she's feeling down. I got her a treat. I know that this person likes to have Vitamilk, chocolate Vitamilk. So I bought a chocolate Vitamilk, and I said, it's yours. So she kept the receipt, wrapped it, put her name on it. And just that little tiny gesture made her start smiling, see? Because you just show a little tiny bit of care. Doesn't mean it had to be anything fancy, So just a little bit, Yeah, I don't want to talk about that mainly, and I love you put that in there, Ben. That's good. That's right. I'm not going to lay in my closet in the fetal position because the media tells me to be scared, okay? I'm going to move forward with what we have to do, and I will, all I can do is pray that, that people can be safe. That's the main thing. Yeah, we're moving on. We've done a lot of great things. And we got everything in place. It's just a matter of the watch hours are moving now. I was very happy with that. I've only had one time where the watch hours moved 50 hours, and that was quite a while ago. And so for it to move almost 50 again is very encouraging. That means a lot of people are watching videos. A lot of my lives are being affected. And we've got a few people maybe starting to play a few playlists too. So that always helps. The dream. Okay, well, I wasn't very good. I'm a spontaneous person, and now I have goals. For the last 15 years, I wanted to help people. But when I was younger, I was not good with goals. My parents did a great job raising us, and had a good work ethic and all that. But I didn't know about setting goals, and so I was kind of like drifting. Okay, drifting in the waves of the ocean, right? And so that kind of hurt my career to some degree, but I still ended up being a great spray technician, ended up being a really good irrigation tech. I was pretty good at building golf courses or helping with it, and growing grass and all that stuff. I was pretty good at it. Not a good golfer, really, but we got a golfing story, too. We'll talk about that a little later. But, I didn't have that many goals when I was young because I didn't have confidence in myself. I was kind of shy. And so I made changes in my life. In my 20s and 30s, I decided to change. And through some trial and error, I started to travel a little bit. I started traveling outside the United States in 1997. And that started kind of a ball rolling where all of a sudden opportunities start showing up later on. About 5 or 7 years later, got a chance to go somewhere, then this and that. Next thing you know, what my mom predicted when I was a kid, which I thought she was crazy, she said, you're going to travel the world someday. Now, little did I know that she kind of was right, because I ran into Mila in Chicago, and I was in Michigan, and it's very rare back in 2004 to run into a Filipino woman my age, in the early 40s at that time, in America, because you were only allowed to come to America as if you were a nanny for somebody that was in the Middle East, and then they had a house in Chicago. Well, because he owned a house in Chicago and wanted to get residency for his daughter, Mila got to come to Chicago. Very few people could get in at that time. But since she was a nanny, she was allowed to come in on a work visa. And so she came in, and I ended up bumping into her. Next thing you know, we're dating every 2 weeks. And then next thing you know, by the end of the year, we're getting married. And we've been married almost 22 years now. And so that gave me the opportunity to retire in the Philippines. Okay, I didn't know it at the time, but as we went along and got some of the bumpy stuff done, because marriages, they kind of go with the waves too a little bit. But yeah, by her coming in my life, it changed my life. I stopped drinking. I started doing more godly things, started listening to God more, and so some things changed. So it's really good. Yeah. Let me see this here. I want to go back and get a little bit of this other one. I don't know what that one means, but what are your thoughts about unspoken words of somebody whom you want to live but can't, even if he's... Yeah, well, body language is a big deal, okay? That's really what you're talking about. Unspoken words, you're reading people's body language. And as you get older like me, I'm 64, I can read body language very good. I can read it in kids. I can read it in adults. I can especially read it in people that are scared or they can't make a decision. I can see that right away. And the reason why it is because as I've gotten older, I make decisions a lot quicker now than I made them back 30 years ago. And so when I see that hesitation in people, then I start asking a couple subtle questions. Nothing direct, but I start finding out that, hey, they got something they're scared about or they're going through something. And so you can read body language pretty easily, but it's hard when you're 17 years old. If you're young, body language is a little harder to read unless you've got, like my brother Kevin, has photographic memory. So he was pretty good at reading body language from a young age. Some people have that ability. Yeah, I can't answer that one. That's funny. Yeah. Yes. It'll come, Matthew. First of all, the main thing I can tell you, Matthew, if you want to do a YouTube channel, find out what you want to do with the channel. Do you want to have fun with it? Do you want to do games? Like a lot of people want to put games on their YouTube. Do you want to do games and just have people watch the game? Or do you want to interact with people? Or do you want, what are you going to use it for? Is it just going to be to make your life better financially? Tell people that. Hey, I'm struggling here. I got to have some extra money, and I'm going to build this YouTube channel, and then you can, come up with other things after that. With me, it was pretty simple. I wanted to find a way to help others here. Now that I'm in the Philippines instead of America, I can't raise money the same way. So it doesn't cost me anything to get this channel started. Might as well just use the phone plan we're on and start building a channel to help others. And so, it's one of those things where somebody believed in me, pushed me a little bit in December. So in January, I started doing it. And I'm getting better at it all the time, but I'm still learning. So, and I love people. So I try to treat the people in here positive. Have I made some mistakes? Yes. I've given moderator to 3 or 4 different people that blew up the room. But I'm learning. And so now I'm learning that when people are needy, I normally don't let them have it. It's like somebody coming up to me and say, give me money, give me money. No, sit back down, relax a little bit. It'll all calm down. Yeah. Hi there, Malin. That's nice to see you. Hi, Bag. It's nice to see you in here. That's okay. Life gets us busy sometimes. Life in the Philippines is good. I got 2 nice walks in today, actually a 3rd walk. Thank you for the likes. Double tap the screen, like and subscribe. We're going to be doing some great things. And we will have some ways in the future for you to donate directly. We'll figure that all out. I think I got one way on my phone already that might work. We'll see. But if not, I may try to connect to PayPal again. We'll see. My wife is very suspicious of PayPal. So we'll have to wait and see if we use that or not. Oh, that's great, Tess. I'm glad. Yep, I love the Philippines. I love Africa too. I've been to Africa in 2019, but I'm really connected to Philippines. I've been around Filipino people for 22 years now, and so I kind of know how they act, to some degree. There's, how human behavior can be. It can be unpredictable at times, but I know one thing: Filipino people will adapt. They can adapt to other things. They can go to other countries, adapt. They can go to winter places where it's winter for 7 or 8 months and still do good. Okay, that's what Filipinos do. If it's going to help their family and they got to make money and be away from their family, they will sacrifice to do that as long as they are able to send help home. They don't always like doing it, but they will sacrifice for their family. And Americans need to learn that again. Yeah. Yes, I'm having a happy life. Oh, hi, Alonzo. It's nice to see you. Yep, my name is David, and pretty simple name. My mom named me after King David, but she really wasn't a Christian. But it was the one Bible name she gave out. The other ones, she named the other kids all just basic names: Kevin, Robert, and Linda. So, but David was a very popular name when I was born. It was probably the #1 baby boy name. If not, it was #2. People didn't want fancy names back then. They wanted names from the Bible, okay? That's what they wanted back then. It has changed a lot now. Everybody's got to have a fancy name. And Filipinos are doing that too. Rose over at the 7-Eleven has not told me what the future baby girl is going to be name-wise, but she wants it to sound kind of like her other daughter's name. So we'll see what it ends up being. Yeah, I don't look like Mike Tyson. I don't have the tattoos, and I don't have the black anything. But it's kind of funny. I definitely can't box like Mike Tyson. I know that, but it's funny. I know I look like a grandpa, so I'm 64. But I have lost a lot of weight. Even though the camera makes me look big, I really only weigh 240 pounds, and I'm 6'3". So I'm really not that heavy. I can't even really lose much more than 5 more pounds, really. I don't want to get much skinnier than I am right now. Yeah. Nope, I'm not. So it's all good. Hi, I'm Beaton. Nice to see you. I moved to the Philippines because my wife has a daughter here that's 37 years old. And we have a house here. And if I was in America, I'd have to go back to work. And my body just will not take 40 or 50 hours a week of work anymore. There's a reason why I stopped working at 62. 47 years of working was enough. Okay, I've been working since I was 16 years old, full time, and I'm not going to do it no more. So we come to the Philippines. We don't have to work anymore. I can work on my YouTube channel. I can go for walks. I can interact with people around here, and I have a lot of beautiful friends in America, and I love what America did for me. And I worked hard, and I was a productive citizen. I never missed any voting almost the whole time I was alive. Okay, so a lot of people just skip voting. No, voting is something you should do. Jury duty is something you should do. Okay, it's part of USA. Okay, and there's a lot of people in the USA say, "No, I don't have to." Well, that's why your life is what it is. Okay, that's why it is. Yep, I'm 64. I was 62 when I retired. I'm 64 now. Nope, we don't do flips. Yep, yep. There's taxes and stuff, but thanks to the new bill, there's no taxes on Social Security. There might be taxes on something I do with my investments, but there's no tax on Social Security now. So I still have to file something, but we ain't gonna have to pay anything. So that's good. Yeah. I just have to stay in the Philippines since I'm married to somebody from the Philippines. All we got to do is go to the embassy this summer and just show that we're married, and then maybe pay a little money or something, and I'll get to stay here. They like the American money, and I'm married to a Filipino, and she has a residence here, and she owns this house, not me. She bought this house way before I was in her life, so she had the money to buy this house. She bought it, so it's not even my house. So it's great. No, I'm not a spy. I'm not 62. I'm 64. So that's fine. You get to 64, and we'll see what you look like. Okay? Yep. That's fine. Don't worry. I'm not going to be listening to any of it. It's all fine. I'm just going to keep moving on. welcome in the new people, and the ones that don't want to be positive, just keep on putting them out there. It doesn't bother me a bit. And if I have to, I can put you in timeout. It could come. You never know. Right now, I'm just going to let them scroll right by. Yep, we've made a great difference. We're almost up to 1,800 subs. We're doing great. Watch hours are jumping now. And so we're going to start moving towards our goals. And so it's coming good. I love all you guys. And we're going to move forward. We have a lot of great things coming up. Looks like they might be doing another feeding in a couple of weeks or maybe next month. If they do, I'm going to go with it. And so you can kind of see what it's going to be like when we are sponsoring it instead, okay? Well, the money that we get here will go and help in the future. So it's going to be great. Hi, Khalid. Nice to see you. Hi, Jefferson. Nice to see you in here. Nope, I'm not AI. If I was AI, why would I have all these wrinkles? That's fine and dandy. Are you AI? That's the question. Are you in the basement and AI has just got an image on the wall and AI is just putting the message in here for you? Could be. Never know. Yeah, never know. Hi, Mugly and Sarah. Yeah, I know. They've all said that. I do look like somebody else. Someday I'll look it up. Yep, just a white ball guy, but been around the block a few times and gotten to do a lot of things. Some people that, I didn't make a ton of money when I worked. I mean, I made money, but it wasn't huge money like a lot of people make. But we still did okay. And I'm not going to complain about it. We're doing good. I'm going to get a drink of water. We're going to move on. Yeah, it's going to be good. Oh, yeah, there's always going to be people that are that just can't get a life, They go around and now that's all they do. And it's just part of YouTube. That's the way it goes. Brush it off and move on. Yeah. So, yeah, right now we're doing fantastic. Nice to see you, Jazz Rocks. We're going to be great. Yep, Ramadan, I guess that's still going on. Hi, Rusty Okie. It's nice to see you. Rusty is in the house. Got a little life story on golf course. We're talking about golf course. It was kind of funny. We had fox, okay? Normally you'll see fox in Michigan, okay? And I was in the state of Michigan in USA, and we were building a golf course at the Polecat in Mount Pleasant, Michigan. And there's quite a bit of pheasant and different things. And there's also fox, quite a bit of fox in the woods areas there. Well, we opened the golf course in 92, and in 1993 or 4, I don't know which year it was, probably 94, we had our shop over by hole number 4. And so we would get the workshop at about 6 in the morning. Well, all of a sudden at about 6:30 or 7 o'clock, this fox shows up. And he doesn't, normally a fox will keep their distance. They don't like to be near humans. But for some reason, this one comes right up by the shop. And Joe, our mechanic at the time, Joe Schaefer was his name. I remember him. He had Little Debbie's with him, Little Debbie chocolate cake things. And so he put one on the ground, and the fox came up and took the chocolate cake and went and ate it and went back into the woods. Well, this went on. I don't know if he gave Little Debbie every time. He gave him something different every time, I think. But this stupid fox kept coming and eating this really junk food. It's really what it was, junk food. And kept coming almost every morning. And then after about 2 months, the fox didn't come back. And I started joking with Joe. I said, you killed this stupid thing. It's supposed to be eating all this natural stuff, and you're giving it Little Debbie snack cakes. And it probably killed the fox. He probably died or something out there. But we never did see the fox again after that. But for 2 months, a fox eating Little Debbie snack cakes, I never seen that again in my whole life. I only seen that once. And that was crazy. I'd say it was almost 2 months straight that fox came for those Little Debbie cakes, boy. He wanted those bad. And if you haven't lived in America, them are snack cakes They got a lot of trans fat and all kinds of bad things in them, okay? But they taste fantastic, but they are not good for you. And in the Philippines, it would not be allowed because they got too much crap in them, too many chemicals. I'll give you an example. I got peanut butter in the other room here, made in Philippines. 4 ingredients, that's it. Peanuts, salt, sugar, and oil. That's it. That's all that's in the peanut butter. Tastes good too. 4 ingredients. Jif, Skippy, Peter Pan, all those brands in America. 15 to 20 ingredients, and you can't understand any of them except for the peanuts. 15, 20 ingredients, all poisonous chemicals, and yet it tastes like peanut butter. You don't have to have all those chemicals to make peanut butter. In Philippines, they don't allow any of those chemicals. So Americans need to wake up and start seeing what's in their food. Because here it's a lot different and a lot more natural. My butter, like my thing. Nutella's fun. They have it here. I should see if they got the chemicals taken out of that too. But Philippines doesn't allow all the chemicals that America does. So I don't know when Americans will wake up, but I ate a lot of that junk too, and it didn't do my body any good. Hi, Jazz Rock. She didn't go to school today because I'm sick. Okay, I hope you get feeling better, Jazz Rock. We'll definitely put you on the prayer list. Try to get you feeling better, okay? Just lots of water and rest. You promise me? That'll be good. Yeah, it's a lot of the food in America is so highly processed, and it was killing my body. And now that I've been here, I've lost 40 pounds. My diabetes is leveling off and getting better all the time, and because I'm eating more natural foods. There's still a little bit of processed food here, but not much. Most things have 4, 5, or 6 ingredients. That's it. There's none of the chemicals that are running around in America. I was just watching a video on YouTube. Don't know how correct it is. The guy's a doctor, but he could be lying. And he was going through Chick-fil-A's food and how natural it looks, but it's not natural. The chicken patty on a grilled chicken sandwich has got 48 ingredients in it. 48 ingredients. How do you come up with 48 ingredients when it's supposed to be 100% chicken? The bun has 38 ingredients in it. The French fries. You'd think French fries would be oil, salt, and potatoes. No. 27 ingredients in the French fries. Yeah, I wonder why people put up with that, you know. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, it's been snowing bad over in upper Midwest. I know that I think it went north of my sister, but I'll talk to my dad tomorrow and see what happened there. See if they got much snow there or not. They're in Michigan, so they probably got some. Hi there, Sandy. Nice to see you. Welcome on in. Hi, Shadow. Yeah. Yep, they really try to get you to eat the processed food, and it makes you addicted to it. Your body craves more food because there's no vitamins in it. And I was guilty. I ate Burger King all the time, and I don't even know what I put in my body. A lot of bad things when I was young, but I'm still here at 64. And now I'm in a place where food is a lot more natural and a lot less ingredients, so it's helping me a little bit. Yeah. Oh, good, Rusty. It's melting where you are. That's good. Okay, Rusty. Come back when you can. We'll be doing 3 lives a day pretty much this week, except for maybe an afternoon live once in a while. I have to wait and see. But right now, it's looking like 3 a day for a little while anyway. Yeah, so that's good. Hi there, Selig. Nice to see you. Yeah, oh no, we don't want you to have tornadoes. We rebuke those in the name of Jesus. Double tap the screen, like and subscribe. I'm going to tell you a little story about, we had the fox one, and I told the monkey story in Africa. We're not going to do that one right now. But as far as life experience story, I put up a lot of winners in Michigan, okay? Probably 44 winners in there, and I put up with 17 winners in Missouri. So I've had my fair share of winter, but I actually liked the snow when I was young. and really appreciated it at that time. When you're young, you can play in the snow all day long. Come in, have some soup, a sandwich, or whatever mom made, go right back out and play for another 5 hours. Doesn't bother you a bit. But when you get to this age, warm weather is my friend, okay? I don't have any arthritis, but I do have diabetes a little bit, which causes a little bit of neuropathy in my legs. Not bad, but the warm weather, the neuropathy has gone away completely. I have really no fuzzy feeling at all in my lower legs now because my lower legs are so warm. It's very warm here. It's not hot, but it's warm. Like today we got to 87 and maybe 73 or 74 tonight. Now, of course, we'll use a little air in the bedroom here when I'm doing all this talking, but the main part of the house, we just use fans. We don't run the big air conditioner because it hadn't been that hot. Not too bad. Yeah. Oh, my life story. Oh, my gosh, that could go on forever. I don't like the snow as an adult because I had to shovel. I had to plow. I was one of the people that did the plowing of golf course parking lots and things of that nature, and it was not really that easy. It sounds easy, but you really have to push the snow in certain directions or else you're going to block doors, you're going to block entrances and exits. And so there's lots of technical little things you have to think of when you're plowing snow, especially if they got turnarounds, things of that nature are a real pain in the butt. But yeah, when I was a kid, though, there was no cares in the world, right? Mama's feeding me. We're just going to go and play in the snow as much as we can. Yeah, and it's beautiful here in the Philippines. I don't think it's for everybody, but for me, being married to a Filipino lady, she wanted to be around her family, and I can't blame her. Plus, we can live a lot cheaper here. I'll give you an example. If I go to the laundromat in America, because I can't hand wash, I'm not good enough at wringing out the clothes really good. My hands will do it, but I just don't have the power in the shoulders that I used to have. So we take it to the laundromat. But in America, if you took the laundry to the laundromat and had them wash it, dry it, fold it, and put it in a package for you, they're going to charge you like $1.80 or $1.90 a pound, and to do that. And then you have to come back at the end of the day or the next day. Well, here in Philippines, I have, let's say I have 10 kilos of clothes, which is about 22 or 23 pounds of clothes. And I drop it off. I pay 180 pesos. It's approximately just over $3 American. And they'll wash it, dry it, fold it, put it in the plastic, everything. And I pay ahead of time, 180 pesos. And so when I come back to pick it up, it's all nice, clean, folded, everything else for $3. In America, to do that much clothes would have cost me $46 instead of $3. It would have been $46 to do the same thing in America. So now you know why I'm living here. Things are cheaper. Food's cheaper. Everything's cheaper here. Okay, you can live nice and off a very little bit of money. Okay, you can live nice here. Plus, the technology allows you to do it. Oh, we're doing great. We're going to be helping the community. I'm 64 years old, and it's nice to see some of the new people in here. Hi, Ross. It's nice to see you. That's great. No, Cedar, you cannot be. You did it last time earlier today, and you blew up the room. You went and blocked all kinds of people that had good messages. No, you're not getting no mod. That's not happening. So you can just enjoy the room, enjoy the channel. That's fine. But otherwise, no mod for you. Fool me once, that's great. Fool me twice, not happening. So it's not going to happen. Yeah. Yeah, stuff is cheap. Now, electronics are not cheap here, but we already have a TV, so we don't really need the electronics. But electronics are about the same price as you'll pay at Walmart in America. So let's say you wanted a 75-inch TV. They got them here. They got them in the mall somewhere, but they're going to cost you about the same they'll cost you in American money back home. They're about the same price. So yeah, so it's one thing there. So it'll be good. Yeah, things are going great. double tap the screen, like and subscribe. We're going to be helping the Filipino community around here. They've got a feeding team of volunteers over at the church that I go to. And as soon as we have some money, now they may do a feeding program before we get monetized, but until we do, I will go on that one too. But yeah, we're going to be feeding the community. We got 4 or 5 different ideas of what we're going to implement later this year. And so it's going to be great. We're going to be helping people, okay? And it's going to be awesome. We try to keep this as positive in here as we can. And yes, I'm a Christian, but non-Christians can be in here. I don't care. As long as you got a positive, kind heart, I don't care what religion you are or anything else. I just don't want to have negative people in here. At least not, now if you're down a little bit, that's fine. I've met all kinds of people. We prayed for them like they've lost a loved one, things like that. That's totally understandable. We are all human. We're all going to have times where we're sad, okay? But I'm just talking about we try to keep it positive in here as best we can. Yes, Jesus Christ changed my life 20 years ago, and it's been great. I'm 64 years old, so if I think of it as old, I'll go downhill quick. If I think of it as just what I am, then I'm going to move forward. I take lots of walks. I don't have any arthritis. I'm doing pretty good. I've lost weight. I'm not as heavy as I was when I came last year, and so I'm doing good. And I'm running a YouTube channel. I'm learning. I'm getting better. We've almost got 1,800 subs. That's pretty good for 2.5 months. We've had some last week. We got 300 subs. So we had a good week last week. And so things are going in a positive direction. And I probably do remember you. Let me see the name. Yes, Alexandra. Nice to have you back. I'm Protestant. I would be, even though it's Assembly of God here, I'm really non-denominational. When I was in Missouri, the church there is non-denominational. I just believe in the Bible. And I say yes to God when he tells me to do certain things. So am I perfect? No, I make mistakes, just like everybody else. They said the rain is going to fall on the just and the unjust, okay? So in other words, life happens to everybody. My brother died instantly in a car accident about 14 months ago. My mom died of dementia and didn't even know. She went pretty quick. She went downhill pretty quick and just died at 82. But there wasn't any pain involved, so that was good. But yeah, life has twists and turns. That's just part of it. My dad's still alive, so I'm thankful for that. Yes. I like the version. I've got a King James Prophecy Bible, but New King James is fine. I don't, unless you're a kid or a teenager, NIV is a little too simple for me, but it'll work. I mean, if you're younger and you want to study the Bible, NIV Study Bible would work. Of course, if you're Messiah, they've got all kinds of Bibles in Messiah right down at the mall. I don't know how much they're charging for them, but I could use another English Bible, and they're hard to find here. I probably could order one on Shopee. That's probably what I'll end up doing, is ordering one on Shopee. Because Shopee has everything. Has my diabetic supplies, everything. Hi there. From India. Nice. I got lots of Indian friends. I love it. Oh, thank you so much, Gran. Yes. No, I don't know much about being about Islam, but you're welcome to be in here. Just have a kind heart, okay? Or just have a heart that's positive. That's fine. I don't care if you're atheist, Muslim, anything. Just try to be positive if you can. Enjoy the vibes, okay? And you can enjoy the channel any way you like. So it'll be great. Yeah, life is going on. So there's a lot going on here. And we're going to be getting going on helping others in the future. Hi, Jane from Africa. Nice to see you. That's great. And I'm sorry about that, Cedar. That's never fun. My grandparents have been gone for a while, except for my grandma Nelson. She died after I got home from Africa in 2019. She lived another 2.5 months, and she died at the end of December in 2019 at 99 years old. So I don't know if I can make 99, but I'm going to shoot for 90. Let's go. 90 would be 26 years from now. So let's bring it on. Let's have some more life. Nope, Cedar, it's not happening. Yeah, the things are going good here. I'm doing this to support our church. That's cool. I just love, I've been able to off and on help people for the last 15 years. I've got a lot of different stories about that, and it's been awesome. And, we'll go through some of those. I already went through the Marlene Belagaza story, but, she's always part of my life now because, somebody knew that I was encouraging people, and this person needed it back in 2013, so I started messaging her on Facebook. I don't have Facebook no more. I got rid of it in 2019 after Africa because people were bothering me about giving to Africa so much. I could not give to everybody. Not when you got 50 organizations all wanting money. So it didn't work. But I did give a lot of money to Africa, though, over 7 years. So it's really good. But now we're going to help Philippines and Africa, okay? So it's going to be great. And so there'll be a lot of things going on. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about political stuff. Yeah, right now I don't need any more mods tonight. Come back tomorrow, we'll talk about it. I'm not giving it to Cedar, no, not after what he did today. He can come in here anytime he wants and leave nice comments, and I'll pray for his grandma that passed away and pray for him to have comfort. And that's I still care about him, but I can't trust him as far as a mod. Mods are not supposed to do much, okay? If there's a swear word or if there's something really nasty, then they have to do something. Otherwise, just enjoy the room and let the comments go by. We don't have to overdo it. It's like a referee in a football game. Don't overdo it. No, I don't read the Quran because I believe in the Bible. Does that mean the Quran's bad? No. It just means that I'm not going to, if I believe in what I believe in, I'm not going to go and believe in that too. So I'm not going to read the Quran. But if you're a Muslim, read the Quran because that's your book. That's what goes with your religion, okay? But it doesn't go with mine. Yes, ISDF, that's nice. Yeah. Yeah, my grandma was awesome. She got to see me, all the videos and the pictures of me being in Africa. So she knew that her oldest grandson went to Africa before she died. So it worked out perfectly that way. And she was an awesome lady. She lived a long time and terrible cook. Why? I think it's because she came from the Depression and she just didn't want to use milk and some of the ingredients that were expensive. And so that's probably why she couldn't cook too good. My other grandma was a great cook, but it's just funny that way. But she was good in other ways. She was actually an artist. She could have actually, if she had some confidence, she probably could have been a good painter. And she never did follow her dream of doing that, and she should have. It's just one of those things where she never had the confidence to go do it. Yeah, we ain't talking about that. Yeah, I can pray for you, Cedar. We'll pray about your grandma and about you. Dear Lord, thank you, Jesus. I pray that you give Cedar some of the beautiful memories that she has of your grandma, and that you give him comfort and show him the way to get over her grandma being gone, and give him this comfort over these next couple of weeks and show him the direction and some of the things that he could do to maybe honor his grandma. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Yeah, so it'll be good. Well, that's just me. Okay, I know what he's done to me. He's changed my life. I've seen miracles in Africa, just miracles that are just beyond recognition, beyond belief. I've seen miracles in Springfield, Missouri. I got about 5 or 7 different miracles that happened there, not to me, but to other people. And they are walking. It's just totally different than what they were before. And it's not from coming out of a wheelchair either. One of them was a teenage boy that had asthma so bad that the doctor said he was going to die. and his asthma went away in 13 minutes, and then his eyesight went from so bad that they couldn't even give him glasses. They were going to do some kind of surgery, and they ended up 13 minutes later, he never needed glasses again, and he's been a football player and everything else. Now he's 19 years old, and he's bringing people to Christ, and totally healed. I seen a crack baby that was supposed to die. They said a special prayer for the crack baby and said a prayer about the foster parents getting the DNA from the foster parents, and the baby recovered, and the baby is now 23 years old, finished college with a master's or PhD or whatever, bachelor's, whatever it is, and there's no effects whatsoever. Her brain should be a pickle, and no, it's not. So I've seen all kinds of miracles, but that's just me, okay? I've seen too much. As they say, I've seen too much to know God is not real. He's real. But if you want to believe in something else, amen. It's your choice. Fantastic. I've just seen it in my life. What's it done for me? I've been able to love people that are not even part of my family by blood. I have a daughter that's almost 10. If you want to see what she looks like, she's in the channel on the post. And I'm going to be seeing her later this year. And she's amazing. Okay, and I've been loving her since she was 1 year old. Her father, her biological father, abandoned her before she was born. She had no father when she was born. And I made a choice in 2017. Am I going to be a father to that daughter, or am I going to let her be abandoned and just have a mom and that's it? I could have made a choice the other way, but I didn't. I sacrificed, and I've helped her, and I've supported her. I've lifted her up, and I've given her love every day for the last 8.5 years, okay? And so it doesn't make my wife happy, but I do it anyway, okay? Because I want her to be the best lady she can be. She's still a kid right now, but she'll be a full-grown woman in another 5 or 6 or 7 years. She's coming. Watch out. She's coming. Yes. That's great. That's awesome. Hi, Waffle King. Nice to have you in. Yeah, that's great. Well, then that's your problem, okay? I'll find out after I'm dead, won't I? I'll find out one way. I'd rather be believing in God than some of the other ones. So Jesus rose from the dead, and so everything else. So I just know He's changed my life. That's just totally up to you. You can. It's kind of like the doubting Thomas when he had to put his hands in the wounds of Jesus before he would believe. Some people just can't believe, so that's fine. You can just believe in what you want to believe in, and that's fine. We'll just wait and see when we pass off of this earth what the real truth is, won't we? I'm going to believe in God because I know it's changed my life and changed my personality to be a person that's a lot better person than I used to be. And so I love it. Yeah, so it's fine. And some of the religion these days is not real true Christianity anyway, but that's another topic for another time. Yes. Yes, Waffle King, nice to meet you. And yes. Yeah, go get rest there, Jazz Rocks. We'll see you in the future when you get feeling better. Yes. I'm not going to read it right now. I don't have time for that. Got a lot of other things to do. But yep, if you want to read the Quran, you're welcome to. Go right ahead. I know what I'm reading, and I'll be reading the Bible. So that's what I got. All my other books too. I've got some nice side books that I read too. But between the YouTube channel, walking, and being married and everything else, I'm plenty busy. Retirement is nice and busy for me, but I still get some relaxation time too. Double tap the screen, like and subscribe. Let's go and help others, okay? That's what we're going to be doing, and it'll be great. And we're almost at an hour, so it won't be that much longer. Probably another 10, 15 minutes, we're going to get going. I have an Africa story. This one is in Malawi. They got the wrong size van for the amount of people they were going to send out on our deal to go to the tea fields. And so we were kind of packed in there pretty tight. And at that time, I was a big boy. I was easily 80 pounds heavier than I am now, 75 at least. So I needed some space to sit down and they had this little tiny seat, like this big, to sit my butt on, and I was pretty big back then, and yeah, it didn't work too well. Bumpy road, you know, it's in Africa. There was some paved roads, but there was some bumpy ones too, and yeah. Oh, welcome from the Philippines. Nice to have you in here, Francesca. That's very nice. Yeah, I'm not worried about that because I'm going to believe what I believe. You know what? It ain't what you're born into. It's what you believe, okay? And you can have all the questions in the world. Guess you're going to find out whether you're right or wrong when your day comes and you leave this earth. I know for me, I know what works for me. Yeah, you can live in doubt or you can have a decisive fact. Hi there, Gillen. It's nice to have you in here. Thank you so much. I'm doing great. Nice for you to come in. I went by your live a couple times today. I didn't get a chance to stay very long, but I did put a like every time I went through. So I tried to do that at least. And yeah, so it's really great. I'm glad that your live is done. It's nice. I'm thankful for you coming in and appreciating and giving me support. So it's great. So it says, what? It's hard to see me? What? I'm right here. Right here. Am I that bad? It looks like it's clear right here. Seems like it's doing okay. Yeah, we're doing fine. I already know what I want to do, Mazda. So you do your thing, I'll do mine. That's all good. No, I know what you're talking about there. We don't need none of that. I'm doing good. I'm feeling good. It's been a great day. We've done 3 lives. This is the 3rd live. We're going to be getting off here pretty soon, but it's been going good. Double tap the screen, like and subscribe. We're doing fantastic. Told a couple Africa stories, but yeah, that on that small seat, I was really sore when we got to our spot that we were going to be at because it's just such a small seat to sit on. But it was good. We had a great revival meeting there. Had a lot of miracles that happened. Cataracts fell off people's eyes and a whole bunch of stuff. It was really great. We also prayed for somebody with alcoholism because I quit drinking 21 years ago, and that's part of the reason why I'm still alive today. If I was drinking, probably I would have had something happen between then and now. I don't even know if I'd still be here. So, yeah, so it's great. And we try to keep it positive and good, and we're doing great. Life is good. I'm feeling good. Yeah. Well, I don't have one, so I'm not going to be able to read one. I may research some of it in the future, but not right now. Yes, I will be taking a rest here shortly, and I'm going to relax the rest of the evening. I don't have anything else going on tonight except I might cruise around a few channels later on, and I'm definitely going to say good night to my daughter. She may already be sleeping, so I'll probably leave a message for her for the morning. And if you want to see pictures of her, it's in the posts on my channel, okay? So go to my channel, check out the post, and you will see pictures of her with the fake nails that they were playing with the other day, or pictures of her trying to plant some different things for her school, or different things like that. She's an awesome girl, and she's international because I have given her a lot of stuff that's more American, or some of the silly, goofy stuff that I like to do occasionally, okay? I'm a little bit creative and spontaneous, okay? I'm not as organized as my wife, but I'm getting better. But and I do have goals now, but I'm still spontaneous. And so if somebody invites us to dinner and we have the money to go do it, we're going to go do it because I'm spontaneous. I want to go and be part of it. I just want to go do it. Yeah, like and subscribe. Yep, and I am from Michigan, USA. I am from the USA. I was born in Michigan. My name is David Barton. Hi, Nasta. It's nice to see you. Hi, Orange. That's great. Yes, and you know, some people told me, well, why are you doing that for somebody like that? Well, because she needed it, okay? And it was something that I at first didn't want to do, but I'm glad I did because I got to see her go from 1 to 2 to 3, 4, 5, and then when she got to 6, she was doing Baby Shark at 6, singing that. And then all of a sudden she started growing height-wise. All of a sudden her height started shooting up, okay? And I'm 6'3". I'm 191 centimeters at least, if you go by centimeters. And she's over 5 foot tall now. And her mom and her dad are not that tall, 5'3", 5'4". But I'm 6'3". If she keeps growing the way she is, she's not even 10. She's gonna, and she hasn't hit puberty yet. It's getting close, by the way. It's coming very soon. But she's gonna hit 6 foot at least, which will make it her in like the top 0.25% of all the women in Philippines. The record in Philippines for a Filipino that has no European, no American, or nothing in them except for Filipino, 6'4", and there's only been one of those. And there's only been a couple at 6'2" or 3, and then there's been a few between 6 foot and 6'1". So if she gets up there, she's going to be like in the top 40 people in the whole world in the Philippines that's reached that height as a woman. And she's already above 5 foot already, and she's not even 10. So evidently God has given my DNA to her. So she's got long arms, long legs, and big feet, just like me. Thankfully, she has a more beautiful face than me. Thank God. Thank you, Jesus. Yes. Hi, CNK, CKN. Nice to see you. No, we're not going to talk about that. You can go to other places. We're not going to talk about medical stuff. We're not going to talk about political stuff. So if you want to go down those roads, you can, but go somewhere else. Or you can just, I'll let the comment just go right on by. And I'm going to be leaving soon anyway. We're over an hour now, and we're over 50 likes. Everybody have a beautiful night or day. If it's over in America, it's in the morning right now. I thank you for the people from India and from other places and Philippines and different things. It's been awesome. We'll be having 3 lives tomorrow. I need to have a little time to rest tonight. And then, of course, I'll get some sleep. I'll take a walk in the morning. I'll take some video. May go down to the ocean. We'll see. And do a little bit of ocean video tomorrow. And depends on what the weather's like. And I love all you guys, okay? And we're going to be helping others. So like and subscribe. Get connected. And we're doing great things. We're almost 1,800 subs. We're going to go past 1,800 tomorrow. I can see it coming because we've been averaging anywhere from 15 to 22 subs every live. We had one yesterday, a live that was 38 subs. So we're getting a lot of people connected. So I love you guys, and you have a great day. Thank you for everybody that came in, and it's been awesome. Like and subscribe.